Good morning. Um, Today's date is February 6th, 2017. My name is Carter-Suttle, and I wanted to record a dream that I'd had tonight, and it was weird. It was weird to me. So anyway, here goes. So in this dream, there was I was at these apartments. I don't know where I was. I was at I was at the apartments. That's the location, um, and when I was just standing outside of the apartments downstairs, because the apartment that I was going into was upstairs, when I was standing outside the apartment downstairs, there was this thing that flew by that kind of looked like a boat. I'm sorry. To be exact, it kind of looked like a pirate's boat. And I said, how in the world is that flying? What is that? And then someone was like, oh, this is something that they do for entertainment or whatever. And as I followed it up with my eyes, I could see the strings that was attached to it and that it was actually attached to an airplane or something that looked like an airplane. And then there was another one that was flying, with people on it, kind of doing the same thing. And I said, oh, wow, that's different. That's interesting. And I walked in, you know, I walked back to go upstairs to the apartment and then turn right because the apartment was on the right side. Turn right, went into the apartment door. And when I went in, I was talking to someone. I can't remember who it was right now. If I remember, I'll record later saying who it was. And there was this little girl who I needed her to get something together. And so I was talking, and as I looked out of the window, I saw one of the little aircraft things that was for entertainment kind of leaning to the side. And I said, what in the world? Like, why is that leaning like that? And I said, come on, y'all, let's run downstairs and see what's going on. And so I ran downstairs, which is kind of weird because it seems like you would try to stay in an area where you were protected. And I ran downstairs, and the kid ran downstairs behind me, but the other people that were in the apartment, they stayed in there. And when I got downstairs, the something had happened, and this aircraft, it was crashing, with all of these daggone people on it, man. And you could hear people screaming. It was falling down and kept leaning to the sides, trying to regain control. And I don't know what had happened, that it had lost control. And it literally, while I was watching it, literally, it hit like the upstairs portion of the house, of the apartment rather, that I had just been in. A piece of it hit it, like the little side of it hit the back window. And there was a tall tree that was in the in the backside, and the tree the tree fell down. It started falling, like pieces of the tree started falling, and I was like, oh my God. So there was a portion of the entryway that was like iron. And I said, okay, let's get right here. And I grabbed a little girl, and we got to that part of the entryway while all this stuff was falling down around us. And you could hear this loud crash because this aircraft thing had just fallen, and and people are screaming. And now a part of the building is actually damaged, and things are just falling all around us, and pieces of the craft is falling. And I'm like, oh my Lord. And I'm holding, this kid closer to me. And I need to mention that it wasn't my child, but I'm holding this child closer to me. And uh hold on. Just really terrified because all this stuff is happening around us. And as we're standing there are people that are coming out of the apartments and people that are coming out of places. And one guy came out, and literally it was like he walked into an area where something fell. As he walked down, it fell on him. And so I'm just like, oh my God. And so we waited there until everything stopped falling. And then we waited there until everything stopped falling. And then I was like, okay, I need to help you get dressed, because there was like a gas was coming out, and I was telling the people, I said, we need gas masks. Gas is coming out, and you could see it coming out in the air because something gas had been ruptured, and so I'm like, oh my God, we need gas masks, and then there was police and firemen coming in, and I told the little girl, I said, come on, let me get you some clothes.